Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off.
Stop
The
clapping.
clapper.
Hearty cinnamon and raisin biscuits.
Before TikTok, these commercials raised us. 80s and 90s edition. The 90s used to have the best commercials, and I mean the best of any era. Unlike the background noise we have today, TV promos was part of the whole childhood experience. It used to get so familiar some of us could recite every word even years later. So today, we're rewinding to the ads that shaped our humor, our cravings, and our attention spans long before TikTok ever existed. Number 1. Toys R Us. I don't want to grow up.
I don't want to grow up.
We're Toys R Us kids.
Where can I find Barbie?
I'll show you where she is.
If you really grew up in the 90s, pretty sure you'd remember this one. The second that little choir started singing, I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid, every kid in the room used to sit up straighter. If you were asked to define temptation in one word, it'd be this commercial. From the rows of toys that somehow always looked fancier on TV to the kids running around like they were living the dream, this ad was phenomenal. You could almost hear every child in America asking their parents for a quick trip every time it pops up on the screen. Number 2. The California Raisins.
Hearty cinnamon and raisin biscuits.
Gen Zs cannot relate to how much fun the celebrity era of California Raisins used to be. Only the 90s kids can. And it still cracks me up thinking about it. These were raisins, actual raisins. But on TV, they had swag, they had sunglasses, they had choreography that probably took weeks to animate. The moment I heard it through the grapevine started playing, you knew you were about to watch dried fruit dance better than most humans. And the merch was everywhere. Lunchboxes, t-shirts, stickers. You didn't even have to like raisins. Those commercials still pulled you in like it was the coolest thing happening on TV that day. Number 3. The Clapper.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off.
Stop
The
clapping.
clapper.
You know how every house had that one relative who swore the clapper was the future? And they'd show it off like it was NASA-level technology. You'd be sitting there, minding your business, when they'd clap way too hard and the lamp would flicker like a haunted house. That chant alone got stuck in everyone's head for weeks. Kids would walk around clapping at random appliances like they were magically going to turn on. Half the time, nothing happened. The other half, something turned off you didn't mean to. But that commercial made it look smooth, like your entire home could be controlled by the newfound Alexa in your hands. Number 4. Folgers. Best part of waking up.
Morning like mountain-grown Folgers. Mountain-grown coffee beans have more enticing aroma and richer flavor than any other kind.
This jingle lived rent-free in every household. And looking back, the whole commercial was sort of weird in a way. I mean, why would the kitchen look so peaceful when real kitchens never did? If they had added kids arguing or someone running late, it would have been a perfect ad. Folgers had us believing mornings were soft and cozy, like everyone woke up in matching pajamas, drinking coffee with perfect hair. And that line, the best part of waking up, you already finished it in your head. It played during holiday mornings, before school, during snow days. It was woven into everyday life. Even if you didn't drink coffee yet, you knew that jingle like it was the national anthem of adulthood. Number 5. Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donuts.
Time to make the donuts.
Introducing a big idea from a giant in the business.
You didn't even need the full commercial. The second Fred the Baker showed up with those tired eyes and that little shuffle, everyone watching went, oh yeah, here we go. He was the unofficial spokesperson for being exhausted, and oddly proud of it. Time to make the donuts wasn't a catchphrase. It was a mood. Kids watched him like he was living some mysterious grown-up life where waking up before sunrise was normal. And the donuts always looked perfect. Simple, fresh, no rainbow toppings or wild flavors, just the kind you grabbed on a Saturday morning when life felt easy and the biggest question was chocolate glaze or jelly. 6. Calgon, take me away.
Calgon, take me away!
Indulge yourself in Calgon luxury.
If you grew up in the 80s or 90s, you already know every mom watching these commercials was one inconvenience away from saying this line in real life. The ad always started the same. Total chaos. Kids yelling, phones ringing, someone knocking over something expensive. Then suddenly she's in a bubble bath like she got teleported to a spa in another dimension. Calgon made a tub of warm water look like a full vacation package. And honestly, moms deserved that fantasy. You could feel every woman across America thinking, yeah, take me away too. It was dramatic, soft, and low-key the original version of self-care for moms who had the luxury of time. 7. Mentos, the fresh maker.
Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool, with Mentos fresh and full of...
Up to this moment, I still wonder how Mentos managed to squeeze a full sitcom into 30 seconds of advertisement. Inside the same ad, you've got paint spilling everywhere, clothes torn, a date going horribly wrong, and instead of panicking, they'd smile like life was a breeze, pop a Mentos, and suddenly everything worked out. It was the most unrealistic problem-solving ever filmed, but you couldn't look away. And the energy was contagious. Every kid watching thought Mentos were basically tiny superpowers. Maybe you couldn't fix your homework or your chores. Pop a Mentos and you'd be alright. It was a crazy commercial, but a massive 90s hit. 8. Budweiser. What's up? And the frogs. You could not escape this one even if you tried. The minute someone on TV yelled, "What's up?" every kid in the house yelled it right back like it was a competition. And it didn't stop there. People were answering phone calls like that, shouting it across classrooms, saying it in the grocery stores like it was a greeting passed down from our ancestors. Those three little frogs saying, "Bud." Was hilarious too. You just can't unsee them because it made zero sense and somehow all the sense in the world. Everyone quoted them. Kids, teenagers, grown adults who should have known better. It was one of the few commercials that turned into a full cultural moment. 9. Carvel, Budgie the Whale, and Cookie Puss.
So here's Hug Me the Bear and Cookie Puss dolls. You'll love them. Thank you.
If you grew up in the 80s or 90s, you remember these commercials the way you remember a cousin who always showed up uninvited. The lighting was wild, the cakes looked slightly confused, and that voiceover sounded like someone's uncle stepped into the booth after grilling in the backyard. But somehow it worked. Budgie the Whale and Cookie Puss became legends. These cakes showed up at birthdays, school parties, and any event where someone forgot to bake. And the commercials made them look like celebrities. You'd see one on TV and suddenly feel jealous of whatever kid out there was getting a slice with all the frosting piled in the corner. Number 10. My Little Pony.
Brand old My Little Ponies, imported straight from Ponyland. You can brush their hair.
My Little Pony is one of those commercials that went straight for your imagination. The screen would turn into this pastel explosion, ponies looking a little glammed up in a backyard that looks way cleaner than any real backyard. And the songs, those little jingles got stuck in your head so fast you'd catch yourself humming them while brushing your teeth. Commercials made every pony feel like it came with its own personality. And if you had more than one, it felt like you were running some magical universe out of your bedroom. Number 11. Barbie Dream House.
Now, Mattel's famous Barbie has a brand new dream house with special furniture that's fun to put together.
Barbie commercials always made her life look like the blueprint for peak luxury. You'd see that dream house pop up on the screen and suddenly it felt like Barbie owned more real estate than half the adults you knew. Elevators, pools, pink convertibles parked like she had a valet. And the way the commercials showed it off, it felt like you were touring a mansion on a Saturday morning. The tiny accessories were adorable until you lost them within a day. But in the moment, everything looked perfect. If you ever had the dream house, you know it wasn't just a toy. It was a whole lifestyle you tried to recreate on your bedroom floor. Number 12. Polly Pocket. Polly Pocket commercials were like caffeine for kids. Bright colors, fast music, tiny worlds popping open like surprises you weren't supposed to touch but absolutely did. And if you owned one, you know those little compacts felt like secret universes you could carry in your pocket. Every kid wanted the newest one. A beach day, a mall, a castle, all squeezed into something the size of a cookie. And parents acted supportive until they stepped on one barefoot. That pain was spiritual. But the ads made everything look special. They knew exactly how to hook us. Tiny dolls, tiny furniture, tiny drama. It was irresistible. Number 13. Trix Rabbit. This poor rabbit went through it.
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
And sometimes for tricky rabbits.
And if you grew up watching these commercials, you already know exactly what I mean. Every kid on the planet saw him try his absolute best. He schemed. He disguised himself. He put in more effort than half the adults we knew. And still, nothing. Silly Rabbit, Tricks are for kids, had the same energy as getting your snacks snatched away by an older cousin. Kids watched this drama unfold like it was a weekly episode of a show we never asked for but always remembered. It was goofy in a good way, and deep down, everyone kinda rooted for him, even though we knew he wasn't getting that cereal. Number 14, Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
Tastes great. Our friend's cool. Our friend's Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix.
Oh yeah.
If you ever wondered what pure drama looks like in commercial form, the Kool-Aid Man had you covered. You'd be watching TV and suddenly this giant pitcher would break straight through someone's wall like he was late to the party. And the funny part is how everyone in the commercial acted like that was normal. No screaming, no "who's paying for this?" Just kids cheering while drywall floated in the air. And at home, we all tried making Kool-Aid that one perfect shade of red and ended up staining the entire kitchen counter. But that catchphrase, when he yelled, "Oh yeah!" it felt like every sugar craving in your body woke up at once. Number 15, Super Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
System. Now you're playing with power.
If you thought the Kool-Aid advert was dramatic, Super Nintendo turned drama all the way up. You'd be sitting there with your after-school snack and suddenly the TV looked like the entrance to another universe. Lightning everywhere, explosions for no reason, kids playing games with wind blowing in their faces like they were in an action movie. And the voiceovers were so intense, you'd think someone was narrating a blockbuster trailer. But it worked. If you grew up in the 90s, you remember that feeling. Seeing these ads and thinking the Super Nintendo wasn't just a console, it was the future. And even if you already had one, these commercials made you want another one just for the drama. So if your brain just unlocked half your childhood today, same. These commercials weren't just ads, they were tiny memories we all shared without even realizing it. And if you had fun rewinding all this with me, go ahead and hit like so this video reaches more people who grew up the way you did. And subscribe if you want more nostalgic flashbacks every week. We've got plenty to talk about.